Good day, I'm Jan Allen Pigergasin from BSED Math 3A. Now we are going to talk about the final project number 3, wherein we need to determine whether the group is cyclic and the cyclic subgroups. And before anything else, let's first define what is a cyclic subgroup. A cyclic subgroup is a subgroup of a group that is generated by a single element called a generator. An element is considered a generator if all the elements of the subgroup can be obtained by repeatedly applying the group operation to it. In other words, the generator produces every element in the subgroup through the repeated operation. So here is our aim for this video. For number 1, we need to determine if the group is cyclic, and for number 2, we need to determine the cyclic subgroups. So we have here the number 1. We need to determine if the group is cyclic. So as you can see here, this is our table of results from our group structure. So the first thing that we need to do here is to determine if this group table we have created is cyclic. And then to determine whether it is a cyclic or not, we'll let the elements in this table to be set G is equal to the elements MATHISON 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If there exists at least one element in the set that generates the entire elements in that set G itself, therefore, this group table is a cyclic, otherwise not. So first, let's check if the element M is generator. So by operating M to itself, we will get the resulting element which is M. As you can see here, it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element M is not a generator. Next, if we operate A to itself, we have A star A equals T, and then T star A, we have age, and then age star A, we have I star A is S star A is equal to O star A is equal to N star A is equal to M, and then M star A is equal to A, and then A star A is equal to T. As you can see here, it's just bring back to the first one. And the resulting elements are T, H, I, S, O, N, M, A, T. As you can see here, it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element A is not a generator. Next, we have the element T. If we operate it, T star T, we have I star T, we have O star T, we have M, and then M star T, we have T, and then T star T, we have I. It just bring back to the first one. And its resulting element is IOMT. As you can see here, it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element T is not a generator in this case. Next, we have the element H. Age star age, we have O star age is equal to A star age is equal to I star age is equal to N, and then N star age is equal to T, and then T star age is equal to S star age is equal to M star age is equal to age star age is equal to I, and then as you can see here, the resulting elements are only O, A, I, N, T, S, M, and H, and then it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, H is not a generator. Next, let's check if I is the generator. So we have I star I, we have M star I, we have I, and then I star I. It just bring back to the first one. Therefore, its resulting element is M and I only. As you can see here, it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, I is not a generator. Next, for letter S, we have S star S. We have the resulting element of T. T star S is equal to N, and then N star S is equal to I. I star S is equal to A star S is equal to O star S is equal to H star S is equal to M, and then M star S is equal to S, and then S star S is equal to T. As you can see here, the resulting elements are only T, N, I, A, O, H, M, S, and then it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element S is not a generator. So next, we have the element O. As you can see here, when we operate O to itself, it is equal to I, and then I star O is equal to T, and then T star O is equal to M, and then M star O is equal to O, and then O star O is equal to I. As you can see here, it brings back to the first one. Therefore, its resulting element is I, T, M, and O, and then it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element O is not a generator. Next, we have the element N. So, by operating, we have N star N, we have O star N, we have S star N, we have I, and then I star N, we have H, and then H star N, we have T, and then T star N, we have A, and then A star N, we have M, and then M star N, we have N, and then N star N, we have O. As you can see here, the resulting elements are only O, S, I, H, T, A, M, N, and it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, N is not a generator. And then next, we have here the element 1. So when we operate 1 to itself, we get M, and then M star 1 is 1, and then 1 is star 1 is equal to M. As you can see here, the resulting elements is only M and I, and it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element 1 is not a generator. Next, for element 2, 2 star 2 is equal to M, and then M star 2 is equal to 2, and then 2 star 2 is equal to M. As you can see here, its resulting elements are M and 2, and it doesn't generate the entire set G. Therefore, the element 2 is not a generator. It is the same as the element 3, wherein it is not a generator as well, the same as the element 4, and then the element 5, since their resulting elements doesn't generate the entire set G. Next, we have the element 6. So 6 star 6, we have M, and then M star 6, we have 6, and then 6 star 6 is M, which brings back to the first one. Therefore, our resulting element are only M and 6. Since it doesn't generate the entire set G, the element 6 is not a generator, and it is the same as the element 7 and then the element 8, since their resulting elements doesn't generate the entire set G. And then by operating the elements in the set G, we found out that none of the elements in this set is a generator, since all of them did not generate the entire set G. Therefore, we can conclude that the group table is not cyclic. Next, we need to determine the cyclic subgroups. So here is our table of results, and then these are the identified subgroups from our previous task. So we have here the improper subgroup, which is the set G, the trivial subgroup, the subgroup G sub 1, and then the proper subgroups, which is G sub 2, G sub 3, G sub 4, G sub 5, G sub 6, G sub 7, G sub 8, G sub 9, G sub 10, G sub 11, G sub 12, G sub 13, G sub 14, G sub 15, G sub 16, G sub 17, and G sub 18. First, let's check if our improper subgroup is a cyclic subgroup. So we have here the set G with elements M, A, T, H, ISON 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, this subgroup is just the same as the group that we tried to check earlier. Since it is proven that the group is not a cyclic, therefore, this subgroup is not a cyclic as well. And then next, we will determine the subgroup G sub 1 with elements M under the binary operation star. If we operate its element, which is M star M, we will get M. As you can see here, our resulting element is M. And then it generates the entire element in G sub 1. Therefore, it is a cyclic subgroup. And then next, we will check if G sub 2 is a cyclic subgroup. So first, we will check if the element M is generator. So M star M is equal to M. Since it doesn't generate the entire set, it is not a generator. And then let's check if the element I is generator. So we have here the element I star I is equal to M star I is equal to I, and then I star I is equal to M. As you can see here, its resulting elements is M and I, and it is the same as the elements in G sub 2. Therefore, the element I is the generator in this case, and then since generator exists, therefore, the subgroup G sub 2 is the cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 3 with elements M and 1 under the binary operation star. So let's check if the element M is a generator. As you can see, it doesn't generate the entire subgroup G sub 3. And then let's check if the element 1 is the generator. So 1 star 1 is M and M star 1 is 1. And then 1 star 1 is M. As you can see here, our resulting elements is M and 1. And then it generates the entire elements in the subgroup G sub 3. Therefore, our generator in this case is the element 1. Since generator exists, we can conclude that the subgroup G sub 3 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have here G sub 4 with elements M and 2 under the binary operation star. So in here, since element M doesn't generate the entire set in the subgroup, therefore it is not a generator. And then in here, we will check if the element 2 generates the entire subgroup G sub 4. So 2 star 2, we have M, and then M star 2, we have 2, and then the resulting element is M and 2, and then as you can see here, it generates the entire elements in the subgroup G sub 4. Therefore, the element 2 is our generator in this case, and then since generator exists, we can conclude that G sub 4 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we will check if G sub 5 with elements M and 3 under the binary operation is a cyclic subgroup. So as you can see here, M is not a generator, and then in here, 3 star 3, we have M, and then M star 3 is 3. As you can see here, our resulting elements are M and 3, and then it generates the entire elements in the subgroup G sub 5. Therefore, the element 3 is our generator in this case. And then we can conclude that since generator exists, we can conclude that G sub 5 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have here the subgroup G sub 6 with elements 4, M and 4 under the binary operation star. So we have here the M, it doesn't generate the entire subgroup. So we have here the 4. As you can see here, it generates the entire subgroup. Therefore, we can conclude that since a generator exists in G sub 6, we can conclude that G sub 6 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have here the subgroup G sub 7 with elements m and 5 under the binary operation. As you can see here, the element 5 generates the entire element in the subgroup G sub 7. Therefore, we can conclude that G sub 7 is a cyclic subgroup since it has at least one generator, which is the element 5. And then the G sub 8 with an elements m and 6 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, the element 6 generates the entire elements in subgroup G sub 8. Therefore, the element 6 is a generator in this case. And then we can conclude that since generator exists in G sub 8, we can conclude that G sub 8 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 9 with elements m and 7 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, the element 7 generates the entire elements in G sub 9. Therefore, we can conclude that the element 7 is a generator in this case. Since generator exists in G sub 9, we can conclude that G sub 9 is a cyclic subgroup. And then next, we have the subgroup G sub 10 with elements m and 8 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, if we operate the element 8 to itself, we will get the entire elements in G sub 10. And then, since 8 generates the entire element in G sub 10, it is a generator. Since generator exists in G sub 10, we can conclude that it is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 11 with elements M, T, I, O, and under the binary operation star. As you can see here, the element T and element O generates the entire elements in G sub 11. Therefore, the element T and element O are the generator in this subgroup. Since generators exist, therefore, we can conclude that G sub 11 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have here the subgroup G sub 12 with elements M, I, 1, and 5 under the binary operation star. As we can see here, element M is not a generator. It is the same as I and then 1 and 5. Since generator does not exist, we can conclude that G sub 12 is not a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 13 with elements M, I, 2, and 6 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, M, I, 2, and 6 doesn't generate the entire elements in G sub 13. Therefore, generator does not exist. And then we can conclude that G sub 13 is not a cyclic subgroup. And then we have G sub 14, we have Mi37. As you can see here, the element 7, element M, element I, element 3, and element 7 doesn't generate the entire elements in G sub 14. Therefore, generator doesn't exist. And then we can conclude that G sub 14 is not a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have here the subgroup G sub 15 with elements Mi, 4, and 8 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, if we operate the M, the I, the 4, and the element 8, they doesn't generate the entire elements in this subgroup G sub 15. Therefore, G sub 15 is not a cyclic subgroup. And then next, we have the subgroup G sub 16 with elements M, A, T, H, I, S, O, and N under the binary operation star. So we have this. As you can see here, the element A and then the element H, the same as the element S, and element N generates the entire elements in G sub 16. Therefore, 4 generators exist in the subgroup of G sub 16. And then since generators exist, we can conclude that G sub 16 is a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 17 with elements M, T, I, O, 1, 3, 5, and 7 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, the element T does not generate the entire elements in G sub 17. It is the same as the element element T, and element I, element O, element 1, element 3, element 5, and 7. As you can see here, they doesn't generate the entire elements in G sub 16. And then since generator doesn't exist, we can conclude that the subgroup G sub 16 is not a cyclic subgroup. Next, we have the subgroup G sub 18 with elements M, T, I, O, 2, 4, 6, and 8 under the binary operation star. As you can see here, the element M, the element T, the element I, the element O, the element 2, the element 4, the element 6, and the element 8 doesn't generate the entire elements in G sub 18. Therefore, we can conclude that there is no generator in this subgroup, indicating that G sub 18 is not a cyclic subgroup. So, for the summary of our video, for number 1, determine if the group is cyclic. So our conclusion here, the group is not a cyclic since none of its elements appear to be a generator of the entire subgroup. And then for number 2, we need to determine the cyclic subgroups. So here, so the following are the defined cyclic subgroups. So we have the G sub 1 with elements M, and then G sub 2 with elements M and I, G sub 3 with elements M and 1, G sub 4 with elements M and 2, G sub 5 with elements M and 3, G sub 6 with elements M and 4, G sub 7 with elements M and 5, G sub 8 with elements M and 6, G sub 9 with elements M and 7, G sub 10 with elements M and 8, G sub 11 with elements MTIO, and then G sub 16 with elements MATHISON. These are the defined subgroups from our these are the defined cyclic subgroups from our identified subgroups. So that's it for our final project number 3. Thank you for listening and see you again on the next video. Have a great day ahead.